to a group, and you wonder if what he wanted was the good of the party, or to satisfy, where he has been hurt. Looking at the issues, particularly the fairness he's fighting for, I thought there could be another way they could run around this, for the sake of the fact that they are trying to be good to the people, look good to the people, and also be able to show the people that they can have confidence in them, that it's a credible alternative. But the way it is now, it seems the house is divided against itself. And once a house is divided against itself, I don't see it standing. Yes, there are a lot of credible positions Wike is holding in terms of fairness, among the geopolitical zones, in terms of the distribution of positions within the party. But the truth is, they have to settle these on the table, rather than this war that they are pulling. And if they continue this way, it's just going to be something that will give the chance to APC again.
Wow. Well, okay. All right, I'm sure that people want to say something about that as well. When we open phone lines, we can't wait to hear what you think, about this.
It's even difficult to see PDP soaring really very hard in this matter, as it is, the way it is right now. Yeah.
It just feels like they're giving opposition. Opposition is just sitting there watching, But I mean, Wike does seem like someone that's really scorned. People have said that in the past, and it seems like he doesn't forgive easily.
No, but you wonder, good, how long will he take?
Will he hold on
to his guns? How long? For how
I guess
long?
as long as he can.
And that to me,
and people are obliging him, and also
he will just simply look up someday and found that the umbrella is torn, is destroyed.
The umbrella is destroyed. They're supposed to protect. All right. Let's look at more headlines.
I saw this in Guardian.
Okay.
NDLEA arrests Lagos airport cleaner who leads drug syndicate.
Wow. He actually works in the airport.
Yes, so he leads a drug syndicate. What it means is there must be one big gun, who's using him. And yes, there must be one big gun who's using him. It's reported to be someone who's really very big after office hours.
Wow.
Yes, but he's a cleaner.
He works as a cleaner.
Yes, I mean that's kind of a thing that you don't even want to suspect. A cleaner.
Exactly, and he works there, so he knows
all the nooks and crannies. He can move things around, within that space. Nigeria top list of study visas to US and UK. I read that this morning.
Yes, absolutely. The brain drain, and just keeps getting.
And if you were able to see that story, you'll see more of tech guys
leaving. Yes, because the opportunities out there.
Yes,
amazing.
Lot of tech guys.
So many organizations complained of. I mean, this is admission season. September, a lot of people had gone because school is starting in most countries now. So we saw a lot of people. Yeah. Leaving organizations. Yes, this is also because we can always look at the problem, but can we look at the opportunity as well? That there are lots of vacancies now. There are lots of opportunities that some people may not have been able to get, but now they'll get it because there's so many freed up spaces.
That's very true. But it goes with a lot of institutional memories. A lot of institutional memories. So you see a lot of institutions losing their institutional memories to this movement. It goes also with experience.
Yes.
Exactly. Some people I don't know how true that is, but some people had alluded to the fact that banks had problems recently because the majority of their tech guys left. And so you had a lot of trouble within their system and how they were able to manage it. But the truth is, yes, there's a credit. There's some kind of credibility to it. But the truth is, people don't move away from the good things.
That's true.
So I was looking at the story, and I mean, it says that 65,929 Nigerians on approved study visa in UK as of June. 65,929 approved.
And because another angle is there, so I'm sure that there are thousands that were not approved, and the kind of money that's been made off us.
For that, US issued 6,915 non-immigrant visas to Nigerians in June.
Wow, 6,000.
Yeah. And so that's one issue that we need to think about. The Guardian checks also suggests that most of those who leave the country via the study route, especially those seeking second degrees, only use the pursuit of knowledge as a leeway, as they do not intend to return on completion of their programs.
Of course,
as a confirmation of this immigration, the UK immigration statistics as at June 2022 revealed that there were 486,868 sponsored study visa granted to both main applicants and their dependents. 71%, that is 202,147 more than 2019.
Wow, I don't know how, all of the, I mean, I think it was last week that Abikia Dabi Arewa was talking about how, yes, there are people who are returning to Nigeria, to do business, and where I agree. I'm sure there are diasporans who are, still sending money back home, and there's a good in that, because there's no reason being poor here. You can go and get opportunities, even if it's 2 jobs you're working there, you send money back home, it's still something. But for me, I feel our leaders often like to be in denial. So they like to think, there are people also coming back here, people moving back here, but you're not thinking about the youth, population of the youth that you are losing. The people that are sending money back here, yes, that's fantastic as well, but I don't think they realize the urgency in doing something about home, so that people don't feel... A lot of people that are not here is because they cannot afford to live.
It is. I mean, and a lot of people that are going, not because they really want to leave,
absolutely.
But there are reasons why they want to. Anyway, everybody has a way of looking at it. ASU strike enters 196th day. Union decides today. And there are some percentages, 5% possibly that they will call off, 27% possibly they are going to... But I am concerned a bit about the state universities. Why are they on strike? Someone told me that they're on strike for solidarity, and that is painful. For me, it's really very painful.
Solidarity with ASU?
Yes. Solidarity with federal. And the same solidarity they were running is what Oshodake called mediocrity. They were quacks. Wow. So the point is, I do not see why state universities are on strike. I don't think they should be on strike.
Can it just be as simple as they're in solidarity with...
That's what it means. Wow. Because the state government, I don't think they will enjoy whatever federal government will agree with ASU on this matter.
It doesn't concern them. They're just...
It's really not their business. I'm sure people understand what I'm talking about.
You're welcome.
Thank you. First, let me disagree with Sharon that they will not enjoy. In fact, state governments have always been huge beneficiaries. For instance, it was the ASU struggle that led to creation of TED Fund, which state universities are a major beneficiary of. However, it creates what I would call a contractual problem if you do not have a problem with the employer, and then you say that you're going on a strike action with, or in solidarity with another union. But I think what those state, owned universities, ASU have been doing is that because they understand that in fact, the converse, that is now enjoyed and content that is enjoyed by state universities were a product of ASU struggles. Every increment, the worst that would happen is each state ASU will now may eventually renegotiate. Because again,
you said they will renegotiate.
May.
Okay, they may renegotiate. What it means is they could have initiated their concerns with the employers and negotiate.
Oftentimes, university, university paychecks are same. Because you don't want people running away from university to go to another place. Yes. So, hardly would you see what an AL, for instance, is collecting, as pay in Katsina State or Kaduna State University will be the same with what someone else is collecting in Unilab.
What I was saying was that there is no real justification for state universities to down tools right now.
I would not disagree with that.
The amount of trauma that the students are having to go.
I will not. For 6 months, you down to while you do not have real problem with your employers.
Well, I think again it's also a function. I know that a lot of state universities are already resuming. In fact, last has resumed a long time ago.
Exactly.
Kaduna State University did, they conducted exams about 2 or 3 months ago.
That's why they should not be on strike.
It's been the same. Now, if you look at all those, a lot of those state-owned universities, ASU, that are on strike, Osun State University is also not on strike. A lot of them have internal issues, really, with their employer. So one would understand. But then it's also important for us to avoid what I'll call, boxing into a corner. What government has been doing over time with ASU strike is government makes sure that parents are forced or ASU is demonized. Now, what is wrong in me fighting for my rights? Now, if I'm not demonized, it makes it seem like, ASU, I've seen a lot of arguments where people say, ASU is just being over dramatic. Oh no, ASU is putting a lot of children through, trauma. But then, like I said, and I would always say, ASU is not on strike. The federal government is on strike. So if there's anyone who would appeal to, it is the federal government.
You see, I'm with you on this one. The strike shouldn't have even occurred if the federal government had been able to, deal with this agreement with ASU from inception. So, but the point I'm making is, it shouldn't.
2009 agreement for that matter.
Yes, it shouldn't prolong this to this level. Second is the solidarity for state university should have ended after a month or two and tell them, please just deal with this matter, let's go back to our school. And then we begin to watch, this. They could find a way, another creative way of doing solidarity, maybe once in a week or 1 week in a month or something, to show that they are support of what is happening, rather than just close down universities, everything. Let's deal with the federal universities and know that this is what we're dealing with. The federal government deal with these universities, and the state governors also deal with them. But this kind of, camaraderie is destroying.
And let me also say, I think I was about saying that also in negotiation team of the federal government, you have state governments there. So that explains really, the place of the camaraderie between the state-owned universities, ASU, and, federal government-owned universities, ASU. Because that point is also where they negotiate. Now, you cannot then be absent at such a negotiation table. Don't also forget that the ASU executive is made up of both lecturers or university lecturers from both the state universities as well as the federal government-owned universities.
Right, with this strike thing, we like to copy the Western world so much. How is it that they are able to? We don't hear of. Is it that every time a union or a group asks for something, the government is able to give them? How is it that we don't hear of strike? What are the other?
I think it all boils down to funding. It all boils down to funding. How much funding are these universities getting? Unfortunately, a lot of people have also given what I'll call this parochial argument about funding. Oh, government cannot fund education. That's not true. But again, there are a lot of things that government can do. Now, a vice chancellor collects far more than any of his other professor colleagues. 1.5, millionaire salary, above all other colleagues. It means that if you are going to, we should first start with making sure that whoever is emerging as a vice chancellor must be a business-minded person. Now, go to our universities. I keep saying this. The day I heard that the Faculty of Agriculture in the University of Ibadan was actually created to become the agricultural hub for the whole of the Southwest, to provide what the whole of the Southwest will need. Then I became amazed. Now, what is happening in that faculty?
Look at pictures of.
So these are questions we need to start asking ourselves. What is happening? Our PT students, from 300 level to 400 level and Faculty of Agriculture would have their farms. What happens to them? Students take GSC in agriculture. What practical thing are they doing? Now, we keep asking the question. I do not see a reason why a final year agri student needs to write any long essay. It's a waste of precious time. We need to go beyond, this anachronistic method. Now, without doubt, and I think I've had this discussion with a lot of ASU members too, that there is also a sense of self-indictment in this whole thing on the part of ASU. ASU bears, a share of the blame, because these vice chancellors don't come from heaven. They come from the rank and file of ASU. But beyond that, we must look at what is happening to, now you buy bread around. Why is it impossible for UI bread to be, the darling of everyone in the city of Ibadan? Why is it impossible for Poly Water, UI Water, and we begin to look at a lot of all this.
If you even go beyond selling bread and water,
that is just a bit of
basic.
it.
Go beyond that. I mean,
Who says the university cannot run a transport line?
Create apps.
Exactly. Create tech solutions.
Yes. Well, we'll have to take a short commercial break. I'm glad that we're bringing up ASU again, and we must every day until this ridiculous strike is called off, because I think it's just crazy, to be honest. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back on Straight from the Dailies. Don't go away.
ṣé wọ́n ti gbégi dínà ìlà ìpè rẹ nítorí pé o kò tí ì so national identification number NIN rẹ pọ̀ mọ́ ìlà MTN rẹ? Má ṣe yọnu tó bá ti ní NIN rẹ tẹ́lẹ̀. Àwọn ọ̀nà tó rọrùn rèé láti ṣe ìsopọ̀ náà padà. Ìkíní, tẹ *785#. Ìkejì, tẹ national identification number NIN rẹ ránṣẹ́ sí 785. Ìkẹta, lọ sí My MTN NG app. Ìkẹrin, bá Ziggy fọ̀rọ̀jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ lórí nọ́mbà WhatsApp yìí +234 903 300 0001. Ìkarùn, lọ sí www.mtn.ng. Tí o kò bá wá ní national identification number, ṣàtìrìn wọnú MTN store tàbí NIMC center tó wà nítòsí rẹ, tàbí kó lọ sí MTN website láti mọ ọjọ́ àti àkókò tó máa lọ láti gbà á. Ṣe èyíkéyìí àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ní kíákíá o, nítorí pé àǹfààní náà ṣì ṣí sílẹ̀ báyìí. Jẹ́ kí n tiẹ̀ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kan, kí là ń ṣe lónìí yìí?
Vincent, just the person I want to see. You're welcome. Please sit down,
What happened, Chief? You're looking all bright and cheerful today, unlike last week when...
Forget about last week. I now have my insurance policy from Linkage Assurance PLC. That means all my containers, motor vehicles, and my warehouse are well protected.
Hey, I hear that Linkage Assurance PLC is now bigger,
yes,
bolder,
yes,
and better to offer various classes of insurance, like motor insurance, oil and gas, fire and burglary, agriculture, marine and aviation, and general accident insurance with prompt claim settlement.
To get your Linkage Assurance policy, please call 0700 546 52273. Linkage Assurance PLC. Protection that counts.
When you wake up in the morning, before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Give your family a tasty, nourishing breakfast of Kellogg's cereal, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. Now also available for just 50 naira.
Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Nine Mobile sọ wípé ẹ lè fi igba náírà ra gígábáìtì data kan tó lé ńlẹ̀. Láti jàǹfààní data tó lé ńlẹ̀ yìí, ẹ tẹ *929*10# látòrí fóònù yín láti jẹ̀gbádùn rẹ̀. Nine Mobile, a wà fún ọ.
As football season won't start, so everybody don't ready to land for them location. Hurricane, Ihan Nacho, De Bruyne and Co. don't show EPL Boston. Benzema and the Spanish League boys don't reach La Liga too. Giroud, Lukaku, even Pogba don't follow enter Serie A. Everybody don't show for the new football season as it dey hot on Top Go TV.
Now so, my people, now bigger season with Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, Europa, FA Cup, and more. Also ready yourself for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Stay connected to GoTV or get GoTV decoder, GoDinner plus 1 month max subscription for only 6,900 naira to enjoy greater football this new season. GoTV, love it.
Hello, Mrs. Martins.
Yes. Oh, Mrs. Johnson, how may I help you?
Junior's body temperature is high and he's complaining about headaches and body aches.
Not to worry. Get Bruston and suspension.
Okay, ma. I'll call you back.
Bruston and Suspension for Children is a sweet-tasting brand of ibuprofen which provides relief against toothache, pains, and fever in children after 30 minutes.
Hello, ma. Oh, Junior, stop that.
Is everything okay, Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, ma. Junior is fine now. In fact, Junior, sorry, ma. I'll call you back.
Brustin and Suspension for Children. Always take the product after meal. If symptoms persist after 2 days, consult your doctor. A quality product from Rambaxay.
Here is the list of excuses that will no longer be accepted. Otajigbe, I beg, give me your hotspot. I want my data, but this one too much.
Please, could you put your Wi-Fi on? I'm out of data and the recharge card seller has closed.
Oh, I would have recharged though, but I can't find my wallet.
Please, I've got cramps and I can't get up. Can you share your hotspots?
Oh no! Don't know where my internet token is and I need to quickly buy data. Please, could you share your hotspot till I find it?
Hey, Jumbo, I will buy data, but that recharge card seller need to ever get change. How good you are?
Now there's really no excuse to ever be out of data with Glow Borrow Me Data. Dial *321# to borrow data now and pay later.
I beg, I will share your hotspot. This rain bad. Make thunder no go fireman.
The largest data network, Glow, grandmasters of data.
Chauffeur Matu Ejo, Monto Mijo, Shondu Menu, Happy Toilet Cleaner, Obonara Bereni, Chauffeur Matu Ejo, Monto Mijo, Shondu Menu, Happy Toilet Cleaner, Obonara Bereni, Bondon Gidigan Kishera, Dadie for dear, flush leg, Aju, Amo Ado, Adu Menu, Chauffeur Matu. Oh yeah, ṣàṣàlọ́ra ojúlówó Happy Toilet Cleaner tuntun tó wà nínú sáchẹ́ẹ̀tì kí tọ́lẹ́tì yín lè mọ́ ní ìlọ́po 10. Ó ń fọ tọ́lẹ́tì mọ́ gidi gan. Owó ẹ̀ sì mọ́ níwọ̀nba. Torí náà, máa fa àkókò ṣòfò. Tètè lọ ra Happy Toilet Cleaner ọlọ́gbọ̀n náírà tiẹ̀ kó o sì rówó púpọ̀ tùjọ.
How do you put the extra in ordinary? Well, you take an ordinary task and you put in some extra passion, extra vibes, and the expertise of your trusted partner to birth the extraordinary experience that tomorrow will be. Move to Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers today and let us help you retire well. Call 01-271-6000. Stanbic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Every time, you people be telling me to like free things, But I find you where they're giving free drinks. If there's free food, you'll be there. Oh. If they're sharing free money, you're on the queue too. Forget. We all love good things. Even now that Jumia is doing free delivery, it's the same you and I that are enjoying it. On every order above 1,999 naira, you'll enjoy free delivery in Lagos and Ibadan. So, shop on Jumia today. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
To prevent diarrhea and other diseases, especially in children, wash your hands with soap under running water, particularly after using the toilet, after cleaning your baby's bum, before preparing your baby's food, and before and after feeding your baby. And if your child has diarrhea, give zinc tablets once a day, plus ORS every 4 hours or frequently in small sips from a cup, so that your child will replenish lost nutrients and regain strength. Also, visit the nearest health facility to get treatment for diarrhea. This message is from the ANRIN Project, Federal Ministry of Health.
Power oil, power oil. Cooking oil, we get different sizes and different packs. Power oil, power oil. The one where they sweet me na mini pack, 400 naira. Power oil, power oil. Play everywhere. Power oil, good for your heart. Power oil, cholesterol. Power oil, no trans fat. Power oil. And people who listen to your heart use power oil.
Every morning is an opportunity to take your hustle to the next level. So, start every day with a great tasting cup of Nescafe 3-in-1. Just add water and enjoy the perfect blend of coffee, creamer, and sugar with that rich, creamy taste you love. To help you start strong and make every morning count. Start strong, finish strong. Nescafe.
The Lord of the Rings of Power, streaming 2nd of September.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
If the evil rising is left unchecked, it will take us all.
Journey to Middle-earth.
Find the light, and the shadow will not find you.
Don't miss The Lord of the Rings of Power. Episodes 1 and 2 coming 2nd of September, only on Prime Video.
Introducing a banging musical collab from this dope cross-continental trio, brought to you by Coke Studio.
I'm on the hustle almost violently. Anything you give me definitely make me stronger. Yeah, like an eagle, I so on. Nothing go bring down my morale.
Vibe out to the full version of Pasuri Remix by Ali Seti featuring Ricardo Banks and Marwan Musa by visiting the Coke Studio Africa YouTube page or stream on Boomplay. Fueled by Coke Studio.
Okay. My people, who wants Jara? Hands in the air.
We want Jara.
Everyone loves Jara, and every pack of Maggie Star 100 cubes now comes with 5 extra Maggie cubes just for you. Look out for the new Maggie Star pack to get your own Jara inside. Maggie, cook the difference.
Splash FM 105.5.
Again, welcome back. We thank you always for joining us on Splash 105.5 FM. It's your integrity station, and we're still on Morning Splash. We're looking at stories from newspapers. This one. So we said that ASU strike enters 196th day. Union decides today, and the Nation says, Obasanjo, I have no preferred candidate but national agenda. New Telegraph says London meeting. It's wrong for politicians to discuss Nigeria's problems abroad. That's coming from Northern Elders. So we're asking you to help us make sense of some of these situations. I'm even asking this question. Do you think ASU should back down right now, call off the strike, and just go back to school?
Well, the implication is that they will still have to go on another strike. Don't forget that I think it was just 2 years ago that ASU went on a long haul of strike as this. If you look at it really, the reason ASU will keep going on strike is that people would impress it on ASU to call off the strike when the battle has not been won. And you see, it's like a cancer. When you leave it, it begins to spread. And as soon as it spreads, you may need to go for another chemo.
But realistically, let's look at our government, the environment, everything. Realistically, can they, is it realistic to ask them to continue? Will they be able to get what they want by just maintaining this?
I'm trying to put this Yoruba proverb in English, but I think I'll lose the flair of it. Like they say, "Pata pata la foju kuno kuno la dete." You see,
I don't know what that, but it just sounds
you need to route a problem from the source. ASU has been glossing over this. In 2009, some of us were like, hey, ASU. 2003, ASU. 2007, ASU. 2013, ASU. 2017, ASU. You see, we'll keep shouting ASU. And that's why I said we should avoid government boxing us to a corner. Now, this is what happens. ASU will keep saying, oh, let's call off this strike. We don't want, because our children are suffering, blah, 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 blah. And then they will call off the strike. But the issues have not been dealt with. Now, look at it. This is 2022, 13 years down the lane, okay? An agreement of 2009, on which ASU spent years, okay? Almost 6 months strike too. Now, is still what is the bone of contention.
And who says that who says that we're going to have a breakthrough with
Then let's continue. Well, now, at least a good number of some members of ASU have paid the ultimate price in this. Some lecturers have lost their lives. I was just reading the news of the passage of a lecturer whose wife is also a lecturer, and you can imagine how it's been like. So some people have paid the ultimate price. Now, for the sake of those people who have paid the ultimate price, and we must understand this, there is no how such a strike would happen that some people will not bear the brunt. If Nigerians know that we are really bearing the brunt, Nigerians should take to the streets.
Wow, I don't know.
Enough of begging ASU to, ASU needs to back down. ASU will back down. See, this is the interesting part of it. If ASU goes on 1 year strike, federal government would have no choice than to pay ASU salary. But the situation of things in the university would always remain the same.
Exactly. We're watching things deteriorate right before our eyes. And that's what my thing is. We're looking at what's happening now, but we're not looking at what's going to happen in 10 years. We'll start laughing as it is. We already see videos where graduates cannot even spell or don't even know who the deputy governor of, certain...
How can he know?
Okay. Well, we have to open phone lines, I guess.
I just laugh. Sorry, it's a very serious matter. But
it's serious, and we don't know what we're breeding a monster. And that for me is it's a different case when your young people are not going to. There are countries where their young people are not necessarily going to university. No, but they are creative.
Many of us don't understand this. Some of us don't understand the depth of this problem.
What are we doing with our vocational students?
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us don't even understand the depth of this problem. If you remember our teachers in public primary schools will bring melon shells to schools. Okay. Oh, really? They bring melon shells and then give you, or they leave you in class to go for their own trades. Why? Because government was not attending to them. It started from there. We looked away and told them teachers are, their excesses are too much. It moved to secondary school.
Maybe when graduates start saying KAT cat is when we will know that the problem.
But they are still close. I think maybe if they had said KEGHT, then we'll know that there is a big problem.
Okay, well, the number to call is 0809-155-1055 or 080-5699-8678. It feels like everybody's, digging their heels in and saying we're justified. ASU feels like they're justified. The federal government is saying, but we can't afford this. So you also, where they're justified as well.
This, but they can afford, termites can carry money.
Okay. All right. So let's take some calls real quickly. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
That's good.
Okay. All right. Well, number to call is 080-9155-1055.
08056998678.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're live.
Yes, this is Aiko. I'm calling from Milan.
Good to have you here. Go ahead.
On Nasus, it is fair to fight the total fight so that one will finish it and end it completely. If it has now become a recurring decimal, the federal government, they are not serious about ASUS at all. The best for them, whether they like it or not, ASUS will overcome them. Whether they like it or not, ASUS strike must continue. If they end it today, they will still continue it another time. May God bless our land. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I was reading, there's this graphic that was done about how long students have stayed home under different administration.
Since 99.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Ronke.
Good morning. Who's speaking, please? Okay.
That's good morning.
Welcome, Akim. Good morning.
My goal this morning.
Good morning.
Because last week when Barrister were explaining everything on that, I was trying to call him, but I was not. Now, I think just like Pato said, it was not that it is the federal government. Now, what is the student union doing? What are they doing? And they keep on asking us to. They don't ask to fighting for them. Ask to want to have a very conducive environment of learning for the students. Now, everybody is now blaming on us. I think the student union now is supposed to be the one on the street now. It's supposed to have locked down Abuja. It's supposed to have just like the one who is it called. Let them go and occupy Asoro. Let them go and occupy the national. They keep on sitting down and blame everything on us. I see the problem. The problem of the federal government, and they are the one that everybody is supposed to be calling out to stop this problem. If ASU now go back to they still go back on track later on. If it's not this year, next 2 years. So now the problem is supposed to be solved now and for us. And my God this morning is against now. Let them occupy Abuja. Let them put more pressure on federal government and let us give them what they are asking.
All right, thank you very much, Kimbo Lushere. Now, from 1999 to 2007, that's the Olusegun Obasanjo administration. Students spent 541 days at home. During Obasanjo's administration, ASU went on strike 7 times. During Umar Musa Yar'Adua, 2007 to 2010.
And I think it's important that we say this too. That's our side. That's a national strike.
Yes.
If you were in Ife under Obasanjo, there were also a couple of internal strikes.
Yeah. Yes. So during Umar Yar'Adua, which was 2007 to 2010, really, during the short administration of Umar Yar'Adua, ASU went on strike twice, 127 days. In Goodluck Jonathan era, Nigerian students spent 359 days at home as ASU on 3 occasions shut down universities. Now, Buhari era, 2015 to date, the students have witnessed the worst of ASU strikes. Since 2015, the union has gone on strike 4 times. Students have spent 570 days at home under this administration.
That's about 2 years.
And see, when people look at this, they should not look at it in isolation.
2 years.
The problem is coming from 2009. Buhari was not president when this agreement was signed. That agreement is just a major fulcrum for this strike. So if he's finding it difficult to work on this agreement, you can't kill him for it.
But then government is a continuum.
I agree. But the point is, it was a bad agreement.
Hello, good morning.
Well, if you are coming into government...
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Charles. Good to have you here. Go ahead.
I agree with Leto and Akibushi. See, when you make an agreement with somebody and you don't fulfill that agreement and you resort to blackmail, intimidation, you are more or less a fraudster. Is the federal government the fraudster? Are we having a federal government that is 419? It's quite unfortunate. The federal government should honor that agreement. That's the reasonable thing. And if you cannot meet up with that agreement at a later date, you will negotiate. That's how sensible people, you will negotiate. You already have an agreement, a standing agreement with somebody. You have to beg them. If you want them to go back. And if they don't want to go back, you pay them. After pay, you negotiate. And our advice has to, for this thing to be successful, are you with me?
Yes,
they should move into government institutions. Don't let government function. If government don't function, they would listen to you. Yes, no, they can't listen to you. But when you move into Afro Rock, move into National Assembly, you see when bandits were ravaging the whole country, they did not listen to us. And when bandits start entering into Abuja, entering into National Assembly, nobody told them before they sit up. So as we should move into these institutions, you will see that quickly government will listen to them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Charles. Can we also say perhaps maybe when they are, because we often look at government as a continuum, but the time that government, the people that are here had nothing to do with it, the economy has changed, things are different. So can we blame them for saying, I wasn't there when...
I agree absolutely that government is continuum. But what Charles said is actually the issue. If you consider 2009 agreement as obnoxious, as something you cannot implement, there should be a room for renegotiation. And I'm not I don't think ASU will be averse to renegotiation of the matter. They should, talk about it and
they have been, and it looks like federal government
has not even been. You see, the problem is
negotiated it.
The government has not shown. And see, there's this place of confidence building. If you want to renegotiate an agreement with me, you must show me that you're coming on from the angle of, what I'll call sincerity,
transparency,
and transparency. Not when you are using
to manipulate.
I beg your pardon. When you're using this high-handedness. We saw how Ngige, Adamu, were speaking carelessly, to the union, and you expect such a union to be ready to, no. That would be most impossible.
Okay, I think we've got somebody here. Let's see. Okay.
You can say call 0805-699-8678. Yes, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank God it doesn't start from this administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. But I've been saying this for a very long time. Why is it so difficult for this administration to solve this problem at once within such period of time? See, this is the reason why we put Tunde out of the office in 2015. So, as a matter of fact, the government cannot meet all the demands of ASU. That is the truth of the matter. But they're supposed to know how to manage them as an institution. That is why we are talking about. They should not try to understand how to manage these people. About, you see, when two elephants fight, the grass is over. and two exams are fighting now. And obviously, the grass are suffering now. So they should try to manage these people. Let them come to round table and talk.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. All right. Do we have any more time for any more?
Oluwuwo says, I think both ASU and government should negotiate. No one can have it all. God bless Nigeria. Abu Kasim says, good morning to you all in the studio. The FG and ASU should resolve this strike for God's sake. The Yahudi said, well, true, it started in 2009, but did he not use it for campaign? I agree. I mean, if you solve it, I'm not absolving him. If you resolve that, I mean, government exists to give solution, so they should find solution to it. No one is absolving them. They are equally culpable because they agreed to run this nation this way. So we have to find a solution to it. We can't continue to raise our hands in the air and feel helpless.
All right. Well, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching as well on Facebook. Plateau, we appreciate you being here.
You're most welcome.
We can't wait to have you back. Well, we'll be back at 8 o'clock, so make sure to join us then. I'm Ronke Giwa Onafuwa.
Good morning and have a wonderful week ahead.
For a very long time, I was in a toxic relationship with my partner. I kept making excuses. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe I need to refresh. Maybe I should log out and log in again. Maybe I need to go out and climb that tree. And maybe it's just bad. But not anymore, because I found the perfect partner. MTN Broadband. With its reliable and wide coverage, no more maybes, just goals. So, hashtag MTN Broadband and I for life. Hashtag relationship goals.
MTN Broadband. Get yours today and enjoy internet bliss. Visit any MTN store to get yours now or visit www.mtn.ng/broadband. MTN Broadband. Data that's got you covered.
When you wake up in the morning before you start your day, breakfast time is Kellogg's time. For work and for play, for a great start to your day. Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Give your family a tasty, nourishing breakfast of Kellogg's cereal, powered with the goodness of grains and 11 essential vitamins and minerals. Now also available for just 50 naira.
Breakfast time is Kellogg's time.
Chauffeur Matu Ejo, Monto Mijo, Shondu Mwenu, Habik Toilet Cleaner, Obonara Pereni, Chauffeur Matu Ejo, Monto Mijo, Shondu Mwenu, Habik Toilet Cleaner, Obonara Pereni, Ondon Gidikan Kishera, Dadie for dear, flush leg, Adu, Amo Ado, Adu Mwenu, Chauffeur Matu, oh yeah. Ṣàṣàlọ́ ra ojúlówó Happy Toilet Cleaner tuntun tó wà nínú sáchẹ́ẹ̀tì kí tọ́lẹ́tì yín lè mọ́ ní ìlọ́po 10. Ó fọ tọ́lẹ́tì mọ́ gidi gan. Owó ẹ̀ sì mọ́ níwọ̀nba. Torí náà, máa fa àkókò ṣòfò. Tètè lọ ra Happy Toilet Cleaner ọlọ́gbọ̀n náírà tiẹ̀ kó o sì rówó púpọ̀ tùjọ.
Believe and win big. Experience the wonder of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar with Coca-Cola. Buy any Coca-Cola product with a white cap. Check the code under the cap and dial *8014*1* to participate for free. You could win an all-expense paid trip to the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. There's also 250 million naira in airtime to be won instantly. T's and C's apply. Coca-Cola, official partner of the FIFA World Cup. This promo is approved by the FCCPC.
Power on.